I think one of the most important ways to use OneDrive is to use it to share with others and to co-author documents. Let's go back into OneDrive Online, but this time let's do a little different way. I have a shortcut up here that takes me to office.com. So I'm just going to go to office.com. It's going to ask me to log in. And once I'm in, I have office.com. You can go here, of course, from home or tablet or anywhere. And I see I have Word and Excel and PowerPoint and some good stuff like that. But here's OneDrive, and I can just simply click on OneDrive. So here's our Merit Medical OneDrive, and we're ready to go. We have all of our folders, and as seen down here, I have some files that aren't in folders. Now, we see over here earlier, we mentioned that under sharing, we can see what these different things are. Are they private or are they shared? And at any time, I can change these and share something with somebody else, whether that's a whole folder or whether it's an individual file. So I could take this file right here that's currently private, and there's a couple of things I can do. One is I can check this box right here, and this circle I should say, and then this is all selected, and now up here I have a contextual menu that has changed. Now this is all about opening it up in Excel or sharing it or copying the link or downloading it back to my computer. So it'll give me a whole nother copy, deleting it, moving it, renaming it, even version history, some things we'll talk about later. But I can click on share right here. There's also a share button here, and there's also a little menu right here, these three dots on top of each other, and I click on that, and I can also go to share. So there's lots of ways to share because sharing is so important in OneDrive. So I'm going to click share right here. So when I open this up, I get a share link dialog box, and this share link dialog box, we're going to see it several times, and it always looks the same, and it's the same whether we open it up when we're on a web page or if we open it up on our computer, because we can share not just from OneDrive, but we can share from our OneDrive folder on our computer. We can also share directly from any of our Office 365 applications. So let's take a look right what it's saying here. Share link. What are we sharing? This link right here, calendar workbook. Only people in Merit Medical with a link can view this. So if I try to send this to someone outside of Merit Medical, even though I send them a link, they won't be able to open it because they're not at Merit Medical. Now I can change that, and I have a few different choices. One of the choices is specific people, and that lets me send it to someone outside my organization. They'll get a link, and it will lead them to be able to open up this document and even co-author it, even though they're outside my organization. And I have checked allow editing, which means they kind of have full rights. They can edit the document. I'm going to go back here to people in Merit Medical. I'm going to say apply. It says, okay, well, you make this choice. The next choice is you have to get an actual address to send it to. I'm going to send it to merit.trainer. And as I start typing that, it says, oh, I see that in your address book. So I'm going to go ahead and click it. And now I can add another person. I can even add an email address that's actually part of a group. So I could add a group right here. I can add a message, which is optional. And I can click send, and off it goes. They'll get a link, and they can click on it. And they can see this document, and they can also edit this document online. Well, I can also just say copy the link. If I click this right here, I get an HTML link that I can embed into anything. I can embed it into another email that I'm sending someone. I can say, here's a link, please click here. I can also go over here and click Outlook. It'll actually open up Outlook, give me a message saying, Tim Wright is sharing this link with you, and the link. So we have several different ways that I can send this off. I like to copy link, and then I feel like I really have control over crafting the email I want and putting the link there, and maybe even creating a little image or something and then embedding this link into that image. You could do things like that. So I'm going to click send, and off it goes. It just automatically happens. I never see the email. I just know they're going to receive an email with the link. Well, now that that's been sent off, do you see here, this is called shared. It's being shared right now. So if I click on shared, I get a right-hand pane that shows me what the document is, and now it says has access, and it lists for me who has access. I have access, and Merit.Trainer has access. I also have sent out one link giving access. I could create another link, and there'd be another link out there giving access, and it might be another link that has limited access. So sometimes it's kind of important to know how many links that you've sent. I also have add people where I can now add more people to it. So anytime I can select a document and then come over here to the right and have access to making these changes. There's also a managed access, and now this gives you a lot of control. I'm going to click it. I can send another link. I can close this link. Do you see here where it says remove link? It actually says this link no longer exists. Well, what will that do? Well, if I delete that, then no one has access to it anymore. It's the only link, and it doesn't exist anymore. It won't lead anybody to the document. It becomes private again. Or I have a choice of coming down here to advanced, and when I get to the advanced, I can go to grant permissions over to the top left, and I can invite people. I can get another link. I can restrict link, view link, edit link. I can take a look at who it's shared with. I can change them to edit, can view. I can stop sharing with this one individual. So a whole bunch happening here by going into that advanced. So I'm going to close that, and I'm going to click back up here on OneDrive to go back into my regular OneDrive view. In the next lesson, we're going to talk about sharing directly from an actual application and take a look at what it actually looks like for the end user.